She asked me why I didn't want to be friends with her. And I kind of just told her I just don't have any interest. There's nothing that I see that I have in common with her, or that anything that I could learn from her or talk to her about. They act like learning from each other is a contradiction of friendship, and I don't get that. I guess because women are supposed to be adolescent and naive. I don't know if using an allegation was made against me falsely against an argument that my goal was to hurt someone. You know, you would expect those arguments to be aligning with each other and opposing my own. They oppose each other and align with whatever it is that they expect me to say. So you gotta remember moments that felt quieter than other moments. And there would only be certain times where I would have to question it, because it was almost as if when I was sure of what was going on around me, it was immediate chaos and no questioning, and then when I wasn't, it was like a suspicious silence. And it was never silent, but every time that she would talk during those moments, the things that she would say would be like damning evidence to a bigger problem that no one was willing to face. So instead, they kind of like let us out of school and blamed it on COVID. Like if their favorite subjects were attention physics, metaphysics, never quantum physics. It's like everyone's theme was like a road to recovery because the kids that had money versus the kids that didn't have money ended up all wearing the same things and dressing in the same fashion. I wouldn't know how to fucking keep record of things that happened compared to the things that people said would happen had I not been so distracted by daily tasks like chores. And when I wasn't doing chores, I always had like art supplies or makeup or clothes or something to do. But it seemed like other people didn't, and they were only entertained by each other, and they were always on social media even when they were really young. I think I had my first Instagram account when I was like 10. Probably even older. Maybe I might have even had to be like 13 or 14. I think I was 13 when I had my first phone. That wasn't a keypad BlackBerry phone. But they would call these phones Blackberries, and I've never even seen on the market a phone called a Blackberry. I think I looked it up once, and I couldn't find it. So that's another thing that could happen, like the fucking rumors and the way that they would try to dress up words. And we had teachers that would change their voices to sound like kids. It was like fucking psychological torment. And then girls that would do things like buy things that they didn't like, or wear things that they didn't like, or act a certain way that wasn't even socially acceptable because they swore to God that it wouldn't be noticeable or pointed out by the public. And they would do it to antagonize other girls and give off an impression that they like socially belonged to a specific group that was based on things or interests that didn't involve them. And they would be pretending to be part of certain like social groups just to have a conversation with somebody instead of like talking about their lives to each other. So I noticed most of the girls that I started talking to didn't really have things in common with the girls that were popular originally. And I think my junior year, a lot of those people moved away, like a lot. Like it was, if it was recorded, it would definitely be like noticeable. It would stand out that they were an entire group of people that just kind of wasn't there anymore. And like it would ironically be the